morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night. I guess it kind of depends on when you're watching this, doesn't it? Oh, and good job to those of you who wrote me and said you caught the Die Hard reference in last week's vlog. I love that movie. And how can you not talk about Die Hard when you're referring to terrorists? I mean, come on. Even Andy Levin's got to give me that one, right? So what's new this week? I'm glad you asked. Well, I read an interview with Mike Bishop, and he said that the state could actually save some money if Governor Granholm would be willing to make a tough decision, which I doubt. But apparently, state employees are scheduled to receive a 4% raise this year, which is great for them, and I'm sure they deserve it. But isn't that maybe something we shouldn't be worrying about right now? I mean, giving people more money is wonderful, but don't we have another huge budget deficit problem hanging over our heads this year? I mean, even in my own family, I have a little bit of experience with this. In my last job, I never got any sort of a regular raise. But it was part-time, so I guess it doesn't really count. But my dad does work full-time, and he hasn't received 4% combined in the last 5 years. And some of my friends' dads have had to take pay cuts just so their bosses don't have to fire anybody. And that's just the reality of the way things are right now. So I just don't think that now is the best time for the state to give out more money for their employees, as great as some of them are. Besides, when you add it all up, it comes to about $110 million, and that is a lot of moolah. So I just think that they need to add that to the list of things to worry about before they decide to talk about raising our taxes. Don't you think?